There was a time when I felt like I was constantly running on autopilot, juggling everything at once and watching the months fly by without me. I had no idea how much this was affecting my life. I thought this was life. I'd wake up stressed, overwhelmed by my to-do list, be frustrated with my family, feel anxious about that, and rush around until evening, feeling exhausted and like I was totally unable to be present. I read about being centered or finding inner peace, but it seemed so mystical, reserved for monks who dedicated their entire lives to decoding mystical ancient texts about what life is. I didn't realize at the time that I already had moments of inner peace and I already had moments of presence, but all that esoteric philosophy was sending me farther and farther away from it. When I gave myself permission to make space for myself, to say no to unnecessary stressors, to ignore the spiritual philosophy, those wisps of inner peace that I had grew and grew until quite suddenly I found myself with a quiet mind, not worried about the future, self-directing my goals and time with a clear direction for my life. The weirdest thing of all is that it was all right there all along. Why did the spiritual pursuit make things so much harder? Let me simplify it for you. Inner peace is not some far off mystical thing. It is very practical and very achievable. It just means finding a balance in the electrical energy in your neurobiology, which you don't have to know about. You know you have this when you feel grounded and calm enough to think clearly, to make decisions from a place of confidence, to take action without feeling resistance, and that action feels connected with your current belief system of what will lead you to a good life. You have probably felt this sense of inner peace at times, even if you didn't realize it because it was so fleeting. It's those quiet moments when you're fully present, maybe early in the morning when everything is still, or during a board game with friends or family when you're having so much fun that you stop caring about the rules of the game and you all just start being silly. Pay attention. Here is the real mindset shift. Inner peace is not about staying perfectly calm at all times. It is about recognizing what situations pull you off balance and learning to preemptively take action on those situations. Right now, it is like you live inside a terrifying forest called life. You hide in your home, your little reprieve from insanity, waiting for the grizzlies and monsters to wander by. You are in the middle of it all. Spending more time in inner peace is building a new home in a beautiful meadow outside of the forest. Now you choose to enter that chaotic forest for supplies or skills, and then you leave again. Life may send a grizzly bear situation at you, but it is not so scary when the forest edge is miles away from your home. Here is the truth. People who attain the bioelectric balance of deep inner peace and stay there dedicate their life to talking about it. And they tend to suck at talking about it because they often check out and abandon other aspects of their mind rather than integrating them. They abandon the aspects that would help them understand how to talk to a regular person, to who they used to be. They write books for you while ignoring that their high-level abstract concepts aren't for you. The confusion keeps you coming back for more, mistakenly believing the problem is you when it is their ability to communicate. This keeps you from noticing the actual moments of inner peace that you have and learning how to deepen those experiences and expand how long you spend in them. The more balance you experience, the clearer you think, the easier it is to act. Naturally, you will start acting on what has deep inner meaning for you, leading to more confidence and more presence and more peace, and learning to let others be as they are. All of this lines up your dominoes so it is incredibly easy to start pursuing projects that are personally meaningful to you. Conservatively speaking, you can have all of that in the next year of your life, or you can spend 10 years decoding spiritual texts and chasing spiritual teachers, clinging to spiritual identities, spinning your wheels lost, and then take a year of your life taking the exact same steps that you could just do this year. How do you actually start building inner peace? It's simpler than you might think. Finding your center, which is just a fancy way of saying finding your balance, begins with recognizing those moments when you feel calm and grounded. Do you feel like that when you're on vacation? Then that is a taste of your inner peace. What if you felt like that while living your everyday life? Once you can identify what feels like balance for you, you can start noticing what throws you off of that balance. Whether it's a conversation you dread, a financial worry you keep avoiding, or even just trying to control things that don't really need to be controlled. These are the things that knock you out of alignment. When you can see those disruptions for what they are, you can do something about it. Here are 4 simple steps to start building your inner peace. Start by identifying moments in your life when you already feel a sense of peace. Make a commitment to create more moments like this. Whether it's setting aside 15 minutes a day for a quiet reflection, or taking a big road trip to clear your head, or simply making time to do something that you deeply enjoy. The more you practice being in this balanced state, the more natural it becomes to return to it. Pay attention to the things that knock you off balance. Is it a person, a task you've been putting off, or the need to control every little thing? Once you know that these disrupt your peace, and they don't have to, you can make better choices about how to handle those stressors. These disruptions aren't just annoyances, they are opportunities to take control of your life. Solve the things that pull you from center, whether it is setting boundaries, addressing a problem head on, or changing how you react. These actions will give you more control over your stress and your time. The truth is, building inner peace isn't about avoiding life's challenges or trying to stay in a perfect state of calm. It's about learning how to navigate life with balance, clarity, and confidence. When you're centered, you have the mental freedom to pursue all of the things that matter the most to you, your meaningful projects, your relationships, and your personal growth. When you take control of what disrupts your peace, you will start to notice that you have more time and energy to focus on what really matters for you. Life will not feel like a constant battle, but rather a series of intentional choices that bring you closer to your true purpose. And that is the key to unlocking freedom from distractions and finding real mental confidence and clarity. You can shift from surviving to thriving. It may seem impossible right now, but you find that seed of peace and water it, and it will grow. If taking this journey alone seems impossible, then hit that subscribe button and we can take the journey together.